It is now time for the positive message. For the positive message for today. And before I begin that, let me begin with my verbal verification as to I am the one and only Atavia Gold Star. The one and only Atavia Gold Star. Now for my verbal public trademark copyright. Everything that I'm saying in this YouTube live stream, book me Atavia Gold Star YouTube channel. All of my ideas and creations coming from my mind, my thoughts, my lived experiences, and my opinions. And now it is time for the positive message for today. The positive message for today will be, let me think, building your own history. Do I like that? Yeah. Building onto your own history. Okay. If I don't like it, I'll make sure it sounds really good in the YouTube description bar. Okay, but the message is surrounding that. So I'm going to put on one of my positive messages over music. One of my positive messages over music. And it is going to be, let me go to it. First of all, let me make sure my Bluetooth is on. And let me do it way over here. Make sure my Bluetooth is on. And I'm going to go to, let me see, Bluetooth. It is on. Make sure it's connected. And it is. Okay, so now I'm going to go to, let me think, what do I want to? I put this one on today. Okay, so actually, it's a two-parted. The positive message has two parts to it today. And so the first part I want to say, building, maybe I should say, building your own history. And then the second part is, because it is close to Valentine's Day, and it will be part 5, it will be planting the love seeds inside our hearts so that it may continue to grow. It may continue to grow inside of us. So, but the first part is building your own history. And so, what I want to say about that is that it is Black History Month. Happy Black History Month. Happy Black History Month. And Black History Month is a month where we celebrate our legends and leaders from some of the most greatest things, the greatest thing that they have done that we see today as history. Well, we can look at that and learn a lot from that. But while we are learning and looking and watching and being encouraged by our legends and leaders from their history, may we continue to build our own history as we are learning and watching that they have done it, and it is so, and it can be done. It can be done. Well, someone in the past, as a legend and leader did it. But the only difference is the process was very different. The process was so different. So, as we continue to build our own history, building our own history, for the first part of the positive message, and I'm writing that down, because I even like the sound of that, building our own history. There it goes. And so, I want to say, so when we're building our own history, a lot of the times, not a lot of the time, but 99.9%, that it's going to be way different from anyone else until how they're building their history. For history means everything. History comes from building. For how can you have history if you're not building anything? How can anybody go back and look at anything that we have done if we're not building onto it? And it may not be like a straight path. Maybe there's some bumps and curves in that path. You may not even know where you're going on your path as far as building your history. But if we continue to build our history, we will look back and the history will be there. We may not be as great as others who have built their history, but we are our greater selves. We are our greater selves. And I would say, be yourself as some of the things I say in my positive messages as far as be yourself, and you would have mastered your own plan. So I would say, well, building our history also means not giving up. Not giving up. So no matter if no one shows up, for that is the bumps and the curves inside, where we may be building our history. That could be part of it. You're going down this path, right? So imagine, you're going down this path. You may not even know how to get to where you're trying to get to. You don't see anyone down the path. You don't see anyone down this path where you're going. For me, it's a gold path. Oh, wow, I love that. For me, it's a gold path. I'm just going down the path. I'm going down the path, have all of my ideas and my dreams in my hands. I know exactly where I want to go to. I know my vision, and I know all there is to do to where I'm going. But there's no one down this path. There's no one down this path. So I'm just going to continue to go down this path. I want to say I may be right now 91.5% there. I want to say I'm 91.5% there. I'll write that down. I love that. 91.5% there. Try to use my own experience, my life experience to encourage others. And so I want to say, I'm going down this gold path. I'm going down this gold path. I am 91.5% to where it is, where I am going. But the whole time that I've been walking down this path, there hasn't been anyone there. There hasn't been anyone there. So just because there is not anyone there, does not mean that I am going to turn around and go back the other way forward. I have came too far. It's to building my history as I'm encouraging someone today. That when you're walking down that path by yourself and you may be alone, not to give up, to keep going. And I'm going to say something that I have said before in one of my videos. See, if I didn't have this in my videos, there would be no history of it. But there is. Just do it and don't give up. Just do it and don't give up, and you will have that dream. You will have that dream. For if you give up, you won't have it. You won't have it. You will have to maybe start over again later in life. Maybe later, or maybe, just maybe, you won't come back to it. So I'm going to encourage someone that if you are doing something that you're passionate about, that you love, not to give up. And I'm going to say, as me using myself as using my lived experience as an example to encourage others, to positively influence others. That, you know, sometimes people, I'm going to say people, expect for you to move how they want you to move. But they're not on the side to see the process of what you're doing. So they see you every day. They see you every day and they think because they see you every day that they are able to, according to how they did maybe, or maybe what they're doing, that they're expecting for you to move in the ways that maybe they feel like you should be moving, or maybe they may feel that you're standing still because they see you in a moment. They're seeing you in a moment. They don't know what you're doing on the other side. So I'm going to say, whatever people may be saying because they're seeing you in a moment, you know how when you're walking outside and you're saying, so when you say, hi, that's a moment. You're just saying hi. You're seeing me for right now. Because you might see me right now, and maybe I'm on a train, and you don't know I might have 3 or 4 or 5 cars. You know, I might have 2 or 3 houses. So you're seeing me and I'm on a train in that moment. And so that's what you're thinking. Oh my goodness, she or he don't have a car. I saw them on the train today. So I want to say, for me using that for an example, maybe because if someone is seeing you as me using myself for an example, you may be seeing me right now and thinking that I don't have it all together as to having my plan and to my visions and to where I am going. But it is most definitely planned out into me building my history, and as I am encouraging you all to build your history, build our history. Don't give up, because if we give up, there won't be any history. There won't be any history. And so I'm going to say, I believe that I have broken down this positive message, as this is the second day for Black History Month, And so I'm going to now go into the second half of this positive message for today. And the second half will be planting the love seeds inside of our hearts. Planting the love seed inside of us, so they may continue. So the love seeds may continue to grow. And I know I'm not going to be able to fit all of that on the YouTube description bar, but I will most definitely try. And this is part 5. So I'm going to say we're planting the love seeds inside our hearts. So if you have went through a severe breakup, or you're separated from someone that you have been in a intimate relationship with, or a marriage partner, or whomever you're separated from, and maybe you don't have someone around for the big heart day, the big love day, which is Valentine's Day. So I have some things that I have been doing just to show you an example of some of the things that you can do. This glass is extremely heavy. And I'm going to pull it over here. Ooh-wee, it's heavier than heavy now. I'm going to pick it up. Ooh-wee. I don't know if I want to pick this thing. Okay, I'm going to try. So, oh my goodness. Ooh, it's so heavy. So, planting the love seeds inside of you. So, all month, and I'm not saying it's something that I may be going through, but so all month, I have been planting the love seeds all the way up into Valentine's Day. So if you are like lonely, don't say the word lonely. See, I just said it. Do not say the word lonely, whatever you do. So, but if you are without a date or someone to give you some things that you might be seeing inside of here, do it for yourself. Love on yourself. And I'm going to say planting the love seed. So for me, as an example, as me using this for an example, and you may not want to participate with this, but as long as you know you're loving yourself so that when Valentine's Day comes, you would have planted the love seeds inside of you. And this started like, I think now, has it been like 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago, I believe. Planting the love seeds. So I'm just going to make the change. You're pouring your seeds inside of wherever you may be planting your love seeds, so they may continue to grow, so that when Valentine's Day comes, you will have given yourself this. It will be overflowing outside of your bag, or for me, the glass. You have so much of it that you can share it with others. And so I'm just going to pull out a couple of things that I found that I put inside of my basket. And one thing I found, you can mail yourself a card. So just imagine that you're mailing yourself a card. You open it up right before Valentine's Day. And this is what it's saying. This is what it's saying. It's saying, I love who you are. So when you're reading that back to yourself, that's what you're saying to yourself. So a perfect example of how you could plant the love seeds inside of your heart so they may continue to grow. They may continue to grow when you're planting them. So I'm just going to turn this off. So this is just some of the examples, just like some of the things. I found this cute little that I'm going to give away. All of these things in here, I'm giving them away to someone. And but it is about planting the love seeds inside of you, so they may continue to grow, so that when the big heart day come, your love will overflow with joy. And you can, by you planting the love seeds inside of you, you can then share them with others. And so that is part two of the positive message for today. I'm going to sit this down very carefully because I don't want it to slip. I don't want it to break. And I'm going to sit it down here. There it is. Okay, so that is part two of the positive message for today. So I want to say, if you come across this video, you may not want to participate. You may have your own ideas on how you doing it. But just know the Octavia Gold Star YouTube channel, book me. Notice I'm saying book me. What does book me mean? Book me, Octavia Gold Star. Book me, Octavia Gold Star. And so, YouTube channel, you can come and you can look at this YouTube video, and it's here. It's here. So whether there are people here or not, I'm going to continue to encourage others. For this is what I am doing as far as my passion and what I am loving. This is what I'm going to continue to do, whether there are others here or not. And so, the positive message for today, the first part of the positive message was building our own history. The second part was planting the love seeds inside of us so that the love seeds may continue to grow. Part 5. Why do I have part 2? It's part 5. And so that is part of building my history, as me using myself as an example, as me using my own lived experiences as an example. I don't really come to my platform and do anything, not anything, or say anything, or speak about anything without me having experienced all of it myself. And so Again, I'm going to say to someone that if you may come across this YouTube video, that if you're not building your history, whether someone is watching or not, it won't be there. So you're going to say, I didn't do it because no one was there. You're going to say, I didn't do it because no one was there. The key thing is, and the most important thing is to continue to build your own history. Build your own history. Build your own history. No one has to watch. No one has to be there. They don't have to be there. They don't have to be there. But you continue to build your history. So you can say, you know what? Through the ups and downs, through the challenges, when no one was there, when no one was watching, I continue to build, and I built it to where it is right now. And so I see that there is one person in the chat. I'm going to acknowledge your chat so I can do my special thank yous. Let me see. AADITYAFANDOM is saying, hello, beautiful girl. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, AADITYA, for your positively and beautiful text in the chat. Have a positively and beautiful Monday to you, and thank you so much for coming over to hang out with me. I am now going to do my special thank yous. I want to say thank you so much to YouTube for the platform. Thank you so much to YouTube for the platform. Thank you to the producers who continue to produce these beautiful melodies and music for my singles and albums. Thank you so much to the recording music engineers that mixed and master all the music for my singles and albums. Thank you so much to my distribution company for your continued support and your help. I want to say thank you to the ones who continue to download and stream my positive messages over music and continue to create those beautiful, beautiful, positively and beautiful TikTok videos to my positive messages over music. I also want to say thank you to the amazing geniuses that paved the way for up and coming artists and all. I want to say thank you to you all for viewing, for watching, for subscribing if you have subscribed, for coming over to hang out with me or just joining in with me, or just the one person in the chat. Thank you so much for your positively and beautiful text in the chat. But to the greatest one of all, the greatest one of all, G-O-D, for it is your love who continues to inspire us all, each and every moment of our lives, even right down to now. And so, sometimes I put sugar on the positive message for today. That means added flavor. Where's my sugar thing? Okay, I'll just use my lotion for today. I'm going to put some sugar on the positive message for today. I also want to say, so when you're building your own history, and someone may be seeing you in a moment, they're seeing you, and you're on a train. So they figure, so you're on a train, so you must not have a car. They don't know that you might have 5 cars. They might feel like they see you somewhere. Maybe you don't have anywhere. I want to say, okay, so I'll just use the train for a perfect example. They're seeing you on the train. They figure that you don't have a car because you're on the train. Or maybe they're seeing you on the bus. But they don't know because they're seeing you in the moment and you're waving high. They figure that that must be what your moment is. You know, they have suddenly defined your moment. But you have built your own history. Your history comes from somewhere. It does. So finally, when you continue to build your history, you're continuing to build onto the history that it comes from somewhere. When most of the time people see people, they see that they're seeing them in the moment. They might be thinking, oh, they just started what they're started. They don't know that it comes from a history of maybe others, as me using myself for an example, doing so many other things that I have done in my life that it has now built up to this level of history where I'm at. I'm going to say I'm 91.5% there, walking down this path by myself, as there might not be others that I believe that are fully in support of what I'm doing, and it don't have to be, because it has came from a history of me building, of being kind to others, thanking others, as I'm going to continue to do, being positively and beautiful, believing in what it is that I am doing, as I am encouraging others to do the same. I am totally obsessed with what I'm doing. I love it. No way will I get to 91.5% of me believing that I am there, that I'm going to turn and go back down that path. For I believe that it is G-O-D. I believe for me it is G-O-D. Love that continues to inspire me what I am doing. Each and every moment of my life, even right down to this moment right here, that I am here to inspire others. I am now going to close down this positive message for today. And again, the positive message for today, for February 2nd, 2026 on Monday, was building our own history for the first part of the positive message. And the second part is planting the love seeds inside of us so that the love seeds may continue to grow inside of us. So, I know it's a long title, but I will figure it out. And part 2 was part 5 for planting the love seeds inside of us. So I am now going to be in the process of closing down this positive message. And again, I want to thank you all so much. If you're here, I want to thank you all so much for joining in with me today. I'm going to leave you all with the positive message over music. I will always leave you all with, while I am closing down. Well, it is a positive and beautiful way, I believe, for me to close down my life. And it is positive love, positive love, positive love, positive love, positive love. Subscribe, 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 subscribe to my YouTube channel. Book me, Octavia Goldstar. Book me, Octavia Goldstar. I'm going to say like, share, and comment. Like, share, and comment. Like, meaning hit the thumbs up. Share, meaning share this YouTube video, live channel with someone. Maybe it's coming up in conversations. You just never know who you may be helping out. I'm going to say comment, comment, comment. Do comment, because I will check those comments and I will reply to your comments. I'm going to say hit the alert bell for notifications. Hit the alert bell for notifications. I might just be doing a pop-up live or a pop-up video. You hitting the alert bell will most definitely notify you when I am uploading a video. I'm going to say, go ahead and tell someone. I tell you, Goldstar say she ain't over there doing nothing. It comes from somewhere. It comes from somewhere. And she has been building her own history. She is encouraging us to build our own history. And she is over there and she is doing something. Terry Goldstar is encouraging us to laugh more, dance more, sing more, smile more. She is also encouraging us to grow more better and greater and stronger, to live more greater and better and stronger lives. Yes, I love it. Now, see, there is one positive. See, I can do that because it's my own. I I can stop it and then go right back to it. So I'm going to say that, that I stopped my process of closing. You see how positively and beautiful that is, that I stopped it. I want to see what this is in this chat that I'm going to come and see right now. I'm going to come and see right now. And I'm going to put the music right back on and close out and finish my positively and beautiful closing out. Okay, so let me see. Thank you so much, REPTILZ. Thank you so much for your positively and beautiful text in the chat. Have a positively and beautiful, beautiful Monday to you. And thank you so much for coming over to hang out with me. So I'm going to continue with my closing out for today. And it is, let me take it back just a little. Just back just a little. Positively in love with you. Positive love. 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 Have a positively and beautiful and safe Monday to you. See you next time.